Welcome back to Saca las Doritas podcast. My name is Brujo, and I'm here with my two co-hosts,
Erica Tinez,
Filiado.
And they're both my siblings. And this is episode 49. It's also our 2-year anniversary. Yeah, because we actually made our first episode on December 2 years ago. So December 2023 was our first episode, and now we're in December of 2025. Well, I almost said 2025. So 2 years later, here we are still.
Hey,
so thanks to you guys. Yeah, shout out us.
Shout out you guys.
Shout out my two co-hosts for showing up every weekend or every other weekend or whatever we record. Yeah, trying to. And then shout out for the viewers who actually watch us and listen to us while you're at work. You guys are the reason we keep doing this. So this is also, this is like a bunch of episodes wrapped in one. So this is also the New Year episode.
Woo.
Yeah, so this is the new year going from 2025 to 2026. Today's the 28th of December. So in a few days, it's going to be January 1st of 2026. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. This year kind of went by pretty quick.
I feel like it certainly did.
Yeah.
And I'm not too happy about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't experience the holidays how they usually were. It seemed like it was just back to back to back to back, and now we're here.
Yeah. But you know what I feel that kind of added to that? I feel that it was the heat. Yeah. It was so hot that it didn't even feel like it was the holidays up until a few weeks before December.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So it was I feel like that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Because it just went all of a sudden, it felt like summer, and then boom, New Year's, and then, boom, Christmas, and then now New Year's.
Yeah, because even during Halloween, it was like a solid 75.
Yeah.
When usually it's either raining or at least foggy.
Yeah, at least foggy.
Hey, these past couple of days, though, that storm was crazy.
Yeah. It's been crazy, man.
It's all the rain caught up in 3 days.
And I was like, here, pa que no chinguen.
I know. We even had a flood warning and stuff here, right?
And tornado warning, too.
Yeah, tornado warning.
I seen that shit.
Yeah, I think
tornado girl.
I think there was a tornado in the LA area.
Yeah.
I think I seen that. So pretty much all of Cali is all messed up right now.
Dude, you know what's hecka funny? Hopefully you guys follow Scorpion Terror page. When he posted, he posted it was like a boomerang.
Oh yeah.
Of an energy drink, and he put a filter on it, and hecka people from LA was like, "Oh my god, it's snowing in Sacramento."
Oh,
I'm like, dude, it's a filter.
Yeah, it was a filter.
That was funny. Insert here.
Yeah.
It do be snowing in Sacramento though.
They do. Oh.
Clock in. No, play.
Yeah, and it was like the clouds looked perfect that day.
Yeah.
So it actually looked like a snow day. So I set up my energy drink at a perfect angle so you can see the sky, and then I added the filter to it. Yeah. So it really did look like a snow day.
It did. It did not look like a filter at all.
I was like, damn, my brother found my stash.
Oh, dude, for real. Oh, man.
I'm just kidding, mama.
Message.
Mama, don't hit me, mama.
But you know what? When we go to LA in a few weeks, we're actually going to be in LA in a few weeks. I might need to hit you up for some of that stash. Because like I said, every time I'm out there, people ask me if I have any on me, and I'm like, no, because I don't do it. But for the sucias, I'm gonna put in my pre-order. So I'm gonna hit a Filiado ahead of time to put in that pre-order.
Or si se pone las pilas, he will come with us.
Yeah, or that.
Now I can. You feel me? Now I'm more stable and shit. Now I got more. Now I got more help with my kid, where she can actually be. I ain't gotta bring her with me, and I ain't gotta worry about having to come get her and all that. So now I got more time. 2026 gonna be that year.
Yeah, man, for real. Cause I'm really trying to snort some damn cocaine off some bitch's ass crack. Oh man,
I gotta open this.
It ain't as fun as it comes to be. It's very messy. No,
oh man, I need
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
If you ever done that, leave a comment. Tell us your experience.
It's very messy.
All I gotta say is salud.
He's like, I don't do it, but
yeah, I don't do it, but the last few times I went down to LA, I definitely got the urge to do it.
See? He had an epiphany.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
damn LA.
I was like, I can see why all the kids are into it nowadays. I was like, okay, I can see why it's trending.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden I wanted to work out, smash, run, and sleep all at the same time.
All in the same hour.
Yeah, all in the same hour. I was like, it felt like this holiday season. I was like, what the F?
Holiday season.
But yeah. So in a few weeks when I'm out there and you're wondering if the Budo has any on them, I will have some on me. Thanks to my brother over here. Thanks to my brother over here. Oh, I mean, thanks to
the plug.
Thanks to the plug, the mysterious plug. So since we're on the topic of being out of town and stuff, go ahead and Eddie guy, let them know like we're gonna be out there in a few weeks.
Yes, so looking for the weekend of January 17th, we are going to be live in action. We're going to be at the Brown Bag live show at the Novo. So hopefully if you're in the LA area or surrounding areas, you guys pull up to, it's going to be a great show. We've been there to almost every single one that they have had. It is one of our best times that we've experienced was in LA at a Brown Bag live show. So if you guys don't watch them or listen to them on YouTube, you guys should check them out. It is a lit as live podcast. So we'll be there with the group chat.
Yep.
Hopefully, si todo sale bien.
And then so that's gonna be in a few weeks.
Yeah, in a few weeks.
Now.
So, and we're still looking at if you guys have any good recommendations on like Airbnbs or you guys got codes or anything, send them our way or his way and hook it up.
Yeah, definitely. And what's the area again?
It's gonna be in the middle of LA, so like around the downtown LA.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. People that know us, you guys, we'll send you guys the address once we get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much that's gonna be the general area we're gonna be at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and hopefully we bring Afiliado out there with us.
Hopefully.
Finally. So the first thing I would like to talk about, let me see, what is your guys' biggest goal for 2026? If you guys want to talk about it.
You go ahead.
Well, it's a very cliche goal, but then I think it's a goal that needs to fucking happen. But yeah, I got to get back to my health. So I'm probably I already kind of started little by little working out. I kind of messed up these past couple of holiday days. I ate a lot, but I've been trying to stop drinking soda. I've been drinking a lot of water. So January, that's my my main goal. I'm like, all right, man, start going in. I've done it before. It's easy. I think that's why I've been procrastinating. But I'm getting to that age where I'm like, all right, fool, get on your ponte las pilas and Kyle. So that and music, go hard on my music. So lately I've been really trying to push it out there. Like I said, I got 3.5 dropping on first week. I don't know exactly what day it is, but it's gonna be the first Friday of what's it called, New Year's. So that I've been trying to drop more content. I've been dropping these shorts on YouTube, man, and I've been getting a lot of recognition from YouTube, and I got my subscribers up. So if you're an artist and you struggling with your YouTube page, you're like, man, how to get my followers? Literally, just in these past couple of days, just by dropping them little shorts with me rapping, if your bars are good enough, it's gonna attract that attention. And my number's been going up these past couple of days, and it's been cool because people like see it, like, damn, who's this fat fool? And then he comes in gas, and they be like, oh shit. So try to come a little creative, do up your bars a little bit and drop more content, bro, and then it'll if you raw enough, it's gonna create the recognition you deserve. You feel me? So that's pretty much it, man. Health and rap shit.
Yeah, well, hold on. Don't give away too many secrets. Don't give away too many.
I know, I seen him sweating over here. Like, I know, wait a minute, bro.
Oh, wait, what? It was supposed to be a secret?
Yeah, don't give away too many YouTube secrets.
Oh, okay.
For the haters that are out there watching.
Nah, that's cool. Well, I mean, that's from rapper points. Me as a rapper, I like giving, regardless of how much haters there are out there. Yeah. I like giving knowledge. It's like sometimes it feels like I wish somebody gave me that knowledge, and then I can give them all that, but like I said, if you're raw enough, it'll attract the attention. If you ain't that raw, and you pretty much are a hater, if you ain't that raw, you gonna put something out, you gonna be like, this fool affiliate lie. Like, no, you gotta be raw. Mm-hmm. So fortunately, I am raw, not to toot my own horn, but you feel me? I'm raw enough to where it attracts attention. So it ain't just, I'm just giving you the blueprint to what to do and get your numbers up. But there are haters up there, but I'm usually the type to be like, whatever, I know they can't use it against me because you feel me, I got bars now.
Yeah, facts. But let me see, but real quick, I just want to say, like the whole thing you said about getting back on your fitness journey, I'm hella proud of you for that. And I'm pretty sure Eddie guy's hella proud of you for that. Mm-hmm. Because we definitely want you around for a long time. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure we got like 100 more episodes we need to make. Mm-hmm. So we definitely want you around. Healthy enough for that. Yeah. Trying to make all the episodes with all three of us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you're not healthy, you're not here, then we can't have.
Hey,
all three
thank
of us.
God, even though like I am out of shape, I'm surprisingly healthy. You feel me? Like I'm still glad I can still bend down. I can still do squats. I said bend down, not bend over. Fool.
Say shit. How George Lopez said it.
Tomato.
6'7", tomato, potato, filiato.
No, that's good though, man. Like seriously, cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers to health. Cheers to health. Anybody watching this right now? Cheers to health.
Oh, and to get rich. That's my other goal, to get rich by 20. It's actually my goal every year. But, you know, if you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try it again.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Quote, message. But yeah, man, all seriously, like anybody out there watching, you know, that you're on your fitness goals and healthy, you know, health.
See, I don't know if y'all can see. I can see my neck a little bit right now. You know what I mean? So,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So as I'm saying is like, you know, anybody out there that got the same goal, you know, hey, we proud of you, man, because we want to be here for a long time, and we want y'all to be here for a long time, so y'all could keep supporting and keep watching, you know, keep listening.
Oh yeah.
And in a world full of BBLs and liposuction, and if you're doing it all natural, shout out you.
Yes,
you know, I don't want to say it's the easy way because that's hard too. You know, shout out my BBL baddies. But yeah, if you're doing it all natural and it takes
all
time,
the BBL baddies.
just be be patient with yourself. It's like, you know, you're gonna appreciate it more at the end. So, and if you don't have the funds for it and you want to, and that's your way out, there's a money candle that you can purchase.
Yeah, that too. and you know what's funny about that? Well, it's not funny, but it's because this is kind of a serious topic.
Yeah.
I've had clients who went to go get their BBL, and they hit me up for a health candle.
Yeah.
To make sure that everything went good. They had to travel from here where we're at all the way to, you know, starts with a T, ends with a J.
Yeah.
All the way out there to get their procedures done. And they were like, hey, do you have anything that I could light before I go out there? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. The health candle, for sure. That's always the number one for procedures like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out, you know, everybody on their fitness journey.
Hey, shout out the money candle, man. That shit came through again for the people on time, you know. It's crazy, just a real quick little story, you feel me? Me and Payday the other day, we was sitting there broke. We was like, damn, bro, like some of my plays had gone bad, and I was just like, I partied a little too hard the night before. So we were at a point where we're like, all right, Payday. I was like, the weed man is not serving right now. We sitting there struggling, like, we broke. What we gonna do? You feel me? It was looking hectic. And then Payday's like, bro, turn that, light that money candle. And I was just, because I still had it right there in my thing. So I was like, you know what? Fucking. And I grabbed it. We're hella drunk, and we're over here like, money candle, you know, put your work in. Payday rubbed it. No homo. And then fucking, bro, it was hella funny because I passed him the candle. And then I was like, rubbing Payday. Payday's like, yeah. And I was like, no homo. Payday's like, what the fuck?
Hey, you pass him the candle. He's like this.
Oh my God. They get wax in his mouth now. But yeah, fucking the next day, bro, I woke up, I went to some money. I was like, oh shit. Like instantly I got up, Payday hits me. He's like, hey bro, that money candle work. He's like, my mom just hit for 700. And I was thinking about her when I was grabbing the money candle and shit. He's like, yeah, I was just like, damn. So you feel me? I had a lit last night too. I was just like, let that money come in. So, you know, it comes through, man. Every time I light it, you feel me? Some shit happens to her. Money, you know, bra-bring.
And motherfuckers don't want to listen.
Yeah, they don't want to listen. They don't believe.
Look at it closely.
But yeah, no, for real, because it's like a lot of dudes don't believe, you know.
Yeah.
So for afiliado to, you know, give that testimony is like, dude, that's crazy.
I used to be one of those fools. Not that I didn't believe, I didn't understand, but I used to be like, huh?
Yeah.
And then like once I started like looking into it, and then like there's a reason I rap about the money candle all the time, because the very first time I used it, like it came through. Like I got a car the next day. I was like, what the hell? Like this money candle put in work. And every time I do it, you feel me? Every time I light one, it comes through.
And peep this. We used to do a lot of vendor pop-ups, well, we still do.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, he would run out of money candles before the vendor pop even started, because all the vendors wanted to, you know, get on the money candle. And almost every vendor there is now opening a new restaurant.
Yep.
It already is in the process of, you know, having their own private
location.
Yeah. So it's like, I peeped that and I'm like, you know, we know. If you know, you know.
Cheers
so
to that.
Shout out the money candle.
Yeah, cheers to that. Shout out the money candle.
I rap a lot about it.
You know, that reminded me. There's this vendor that we know them because they used to be at every pop-up that we'd be at, and they would always get money candles, and then they would set up close to where we live, And every Sunday I would go there. I would go there to buy, quesadilla or tacos from them. And then fast forward now, recently they started posting that they're gonna open a local spot, like an actual brick and mortar store, restaurant. Yeah, yeah. We don't want to say the name because my work is all strictly confidential.
Yeah.
But if they're watching this, they know who they are. And yeah, so congratulations to them. That was pretty tight. And then we have another. I have another client. I'm actually gonna try to get her on the pod. I was telling Erika about the whole situation. She's been going viral too because of her business. I don't want to say too much about that one until she comes on here and explains it herself. But yeah, definitely there's a lot of business owners that have been they've seen the results. But yeah, so shout out Filiado, man.
Shout out.
Glad the money candle helped out for sure. For sure. And then damn, what topic were we on?
Our goals.
Biggest goals for
biggest
20.
goals.
So now we're on
So I think
Erica.
I think it's Erika's turn.
Lady Teardrop.
Yeah.
So my goals for 2026, I gotta say, of course, so the health, but more than anything, I want to be able to get my daughter to start working. Yeah. So we're working on getting her a work permit, getting her license, getting her to be able to be mobile. And I want to help her. So that's my goal, to focus on Selena's getting her, her grown up on the roll. I don't want her to grow too fast. No, whatever she makes is hers. But to get her a little kickstart and yeah. So that's for my goal, and then also try to get back into school this year. I'm kind of looking into programs and seeing what I can, look at or do. Okay. So. Yeah, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But if it does, hey, shout out me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And obviously being more consistent with posting, because they kind of stopped posting on Instagram for a little bit. Yeah. And but I'm gonna try to post more and put more content out there on my TikToks, on my Instagram, and on Facebook, because Facebook is kind of starting to get popping again. Oh. So yeah.
And more. Spotify and Apple Music.
And YouTube. No, that's what's up though. But hey, shout out Ali, shout out Mani's Ali, her daughter Ali. The good thing about Ali is that she already has work experience.
Yeah, she does. Cause
like the pop-ups that we're talking about, she helped us at every pop-up.
Yeah.
She's even interviewed before for Saca las Velitas.
Check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah, she's doing interviews with her videos up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Years ago, before we even actually started the actual podcast, back when I was still buying the equipment, she was doing interviews. She was there.
And it's crazy because like she's taking media class in her high school, so she watches the podcast. We watch it in together, and she'll be like, not to the exposure can be a little fixed here, but I love that because it's like that's her passion. Like now she really likes being behind and in front of the camera, so that's gonna benefit us in the back, in the long run.
And it's crazy because that even inspired my daughter. My daughter wants to take media classes, and she's taking a photography. She has a photography club. And she was telling me, she's like, I have to choose either between photography and cheerleading. She's like, but I want to do a photography. He's like, so I can be like Aaliyah, and so I can take pictures and she could show me some of the stuff she knows. So I was like, she would mention that, like Aaliyah doing the class thing. So I was like, that's what's up, like it's influences my kid to want to get into that, And then now she's been going like for a couple months now to photography class. So
See, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, true. And so for Ali and all of her classmates, anything we say on here is entertainment purposes only.
Yes,
we're just trying to be funny. Yes. Anything we say out here is all lies.
It's scripted.
It's all jokes. It's all scripted.
Yeah, we wrote it ahead of time.
Yeah,
like we're just trying to make it, jokes.
We're trying to get trending.
Yeah, none of it is real. None of it is real.
This is all fake.
Like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. It's all lies. It's all lies. I'm gonna have to look for the clip and insert it.
None of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
They're all lying. They're all lying. It's just jokes, guys. That's it.
Yes. Like, a good time.
Yeah, we just trying to make it funny, because if it wasn't funny, then nobody would watch.
Right. Entertainment.
So, yeah, it's all lies. We just be making stuff up, guys.
Yeah.
It's just jokes.
And what about you?
Me, hold on, what was the question again?
Your goals.
Biggest goal okay. So I have a few different goals. One is for sure to keep, putting out episodes. Thanks to both of my co-hosts right here. And also, I'm another goal is to keep having guests on. So for every guest that ever came on, and whatever guest that is gonna come through 2026, we appreciate you guys. My goal is to definitely put out more guests too. Another thing would be this one is a little more like on a personal level, Lately, I kind of been like looking at my life, like, damn, my life kind of like is kind of like sucks, like, not like that it sucks, but it's like it's boring because all I focus is on my work. So I've been thinking like, damn, maybe I need to be out more, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of been thinking about like I'm probably gonna be out more. So you might see me making more club appearances, making more, so be out, just be out in public.
We'll probably be out there too.
Yeah, because sometimes I get bored. Like, damn, like all I do is focus on this.
Yeah.
So
no, LA done turned him out because now when he went to that club, he's like, damn, I missed this.
Yeah. So it's like, damn, you know what?
Because you used to be at the club all the time. He used to be popping. He used to know everything.
Yeah, that's why I got this vest right here because this is my old club fit right here. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I had to dust it off real quick for the new year.
That shit look brand new.
Yeah, man, I had to dust it off.
That's one thing he's always been good at. He's been good at keeping shit like clean and like old stuff. Like he knows how to take care of his stuff. Like
yeah. So I'll probably be outside a lot more.
Oh, that's what's up. I like that.
So if you guys see like naked pictures of me
outside next year,
like keep your bitches in the house. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
let me know so I can tell my bitches like, hey, stay home today, bitches. My brother's out here, motherfucker.
And like Cat Williams said, I call y'all bitches because I don't know you by name.
Hey, so if if I change my name from Brujo to Sugar Free, then y'all know what that means.
Hey, Sugar Free's still popping, man.
Yeah, that's what. He's the OG pimp. Shout out Sugar Free. Hey, speaking of Sugar Free, this is not on the list, but what's your name off a memory that you have of Sugar Free? I don't know why that popped in my head, but go ahead.
Well, just growing up and you would listen to DJ Quick all the time and play. Yes. That's what I know from Sugar Free from you. And I should be like, okay, he was on this pimp shit, and then he's like he used to listen to all the other DJ Quick's homies, but for some reason Sugar Free just stood out the most, and then and then when the hyphy movement, he had dropped that song My Dice, and that was on the radio a lot. So that's when I was like, okay, he makes slaps, and over time, overall, he's just a funny ass fool. And then even recently, he did a podcast with this one Mexican fool from
Tony A.
I think, yeah. And it was just, I seen it was like a 2-hour interview, and it was just funny as hell. Me and my boy literally sat there all night laughing at everything, bro, because he's just like, he's a character for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the one where he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom?
Yeah, and then he takes off. That, and then when he was on Drewski, on Drewski, he was hella funny on Drewski. But just some of hella that, and then just him always clocking in with Raza, you feel me? Like throughout time, all the Chicano rappers and shit.
Yeah.
I love that he gave Snow the Product her flowers.
I seen that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Snow the Product.
He was hella drunk.
Yeah, he was. But he gave her her flowers, and it's being a Bay Area female rapper from like MySpace days for Sugar Free to even know who you are is pretty cool, especially for like us the '90s babies. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out Sugar Free for that, and shout out Snow the Product.
Shout out Snow the Product.
Yeah, so my memory of Sugar Free before social media was DJ Quick.
Oh yeah,
DJ Quick had him on almost every album. It was always DJ Quick, Second to None, and Sugar Free. Second to None, R.I.P. One of them passed away. I found out through the 28's podcast, which is the Latino that he's talking about, where Sugar Free was on. But yeah, Sugar Free, man, he goes back in the day. Like people nowadays, they know about him because of social media, but we knew about him like through his actual music. Like he was actually making songs and hits, and like, shout out DJ Quick. DJ Quick put a lot of people on back in the day before social media.
Yeah, DJ Quick was raw.
The whole biggest goals for the next year, I thought I was gonna go into something more serious, but it was just like something hella goofy.
Just being out. That's a huge goal though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you put your business first before anything. So, when the weekend comes, you're taking orders, you're doing this, you're doing that, setting up for the podcast, and then the weekend's over and then it's back to reality.
Yeah.
So it's like for you to take a little bit of time for yourself, it's like, dude, you deserve that. You've been locked in for 2 years.
Yeah.
You've been working on yourself, on your mental, on everything. And it's like, dude, it's time to shine.
Yeah, true, man. All right, so the next topic is, so if you were able to go back 12 months ago, right, and talk to yourself in the January of 2025, which is 12 months ago, which is still this year, what advice would you give yourself, or what would you say to yourself? Who wants to go first?
So if I can go back in time and, you know, like give a warning to my 2025 January, a year
Warning
ago.
or advice?
Yeah.
Warning. Like I said, warning. Nah, playing. So, you know what? I'd probably save myself from like a lot of bullshit. So I probably, you know, I tell myself not to put names out there, but I'd be like, hey, watch out, fool, because don't put your trust in these fools and these fools. They're not going to be reliable, and it's going to put you in a hole deeper. And it's going to change your whole living circumstances and this and that. And, you know, so I would go back and be like, look, bro, just stick to yourself and stick to being solo and not helping people out as much as you always do. I was like, because you will see over time. I learned that unfortunately, you know, I'll never learn my lesson because I've always been someone to help my people. But little by little, I'm starting to learn like, hey, you know, like you just can't help everybody, and then, you know, because you're gonna sink yourself down with them, you know. So like that's something I would tell myself, just be more cautious. And I would tell like, hey, fool, this fool about to play you, fool. So, you know, and then I would go back and tell myself which one of my customers was gonna, you know, disappear on me. I ain't forgot, fools. So you feel me? And then I would tell myself like, hey, fool, work on more music, this and that, and then to ignore all these hoes that come my way. But yeah, man, so that's what I would tell myself. I would say, watch out for people that's gonna do you dirty, and watch out for people that's gonna ask for fronts and disappear, and watch out for certain hoes. But in reality, I would just tell myself, bro, just say no to hoes. Just become celibate all year. You'll save a lot of money and time.
I know, that's right.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. I definitely have the similar experience with clients. Not the same exact experience, but like similar as in like after I helped them, even though they pay me and everything, they end up blocking me. Or I'll have clients that when they need my help, they're blowing me up. But when I'm like, hey, did you see my last video? Hey, did you support hey, did you go add my YouTube? They're like, oh, well, I didn't even know you have a YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, okay, so you watch every single one of my stories. You're the first view on every single one of my stories, but you don't see when I post about my YouTube. So there's definitely shady ass clients out there like that.
100%.
Did you want to add any more to that?
Pretty much it, you know, just wasting time on hoes and just work on music more. Just stop being lazy. I would not lazy, but tell myself stop procrastinating, and then put out music more. I mean, I was putting out music, but I was lagging on some things. And like when my album was being pushed back, I would have told myself ahead of time, hey, fool, when you drop this album, don't put this song on there, and then take these little parts out, and then it would have been out by summertime.
Yeah. That's a good advice, man. That's a good advice.
Yeah.
Message. What about you, Eddie?
Whew. This year has been crazy, so I would tell January Erika, like, girl, put your seatbelt on. Your whole life is about to be flipped upside down like Stranger Things. Yeah. A whole bunch of stuff. Just, you know, work. Before anything, I would have told myself to continue to stay consistent in the gym. Mm. I would have told myself to not give myself a break. You are not tired. It is all mental. Keep going. Show up for yourself how you show up for others. I would tell myself to just forget, you know, you got this. Like, don't give yourself flowers the way you give other people flowers. Shout yourself out how you shout out everybody else out. Because I feel like I kind of dim my light to like put other people on a pedestal. Yep. And then when it's my turn, no one's there to be like, hey, well, not outside of my family, like friends. I don't have clients, but like really good friends won't be there to like help me how I help them. Yep. So
I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen it.
So I would just tell myself, like, girl, put yourself first and focus on your health before anything. And then everything else is just going to fall into place. Just keep consistency. It would be my best advice to myself in January. Because now I look back and I'm like, girl, if you would have just kept going. Yeah. But, you know, and everything, work, gym, other things, if I would have just stayed consistent, it would have been a different December right now.
You know, I definitely know for a fact there's a lot of people out there that feel like that right now. Especially like, for example, I'm gonna just use this as an example with the podcast. We're on episode 49, you know, in 2 years, you know. So I feel like, damn, if I would have kept making an episode every week, we would have been on like episode 100. You know, because there's 52 weeks in a year. So I'm like, okay, what's 52 plus 52? You know, but we're at half of that, you know. So I know that there's people that feel out there. There's people out there that feel what you're talking about, because I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But that's some good ass advice.
Yeah. Just always put yourself first. Take care of you, so before you could take care of other people.
Yeah, definitely.
And health is always going to be first. It should be priority.
Definitely. Yeah, always health. Always health.
Yeah.
For sure. Fuck, I know that shit. That shit hit me. I think it's because I stood up. Yeah, I definitely always help.
Yeah.
I mean, help. I'm already feeling the beatbox there. I'm already feeling the beatbox. Okay, so the next. So was that the?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, just consistency.
So me, if I was to go back to 12 months ago to the January 2025, Danny, or Brujo, I would tell him to make some pre-orders from a certain plug, because he's gonna have a lot of fun. And you're gonna be sitting there with nothing on, wishing you had some certain things on you. But besides that, right? Besides the Susan side of me,
yeah.
I should have told myself, you know, make more episodes for sure. And then also, there's a lot of clients that have been asking me to come on. So I would have told myself, you know, bring them on, you know, like on the weekends where, you know, you two were busy and stuff like that. I would have brought on, you know, the special guests. That would have helped a lot. Also, I would have told myself, same thing Ophelia said, this year is going to be a crazy ride. I'm glad all three of us survived it. I'm glad a lot of our viewers out there survived it. Overall, I feel like this year was both very positive and very negative, you know? But overall, I feel like it helped us grow a lot.
It went by fast, too.
Yeah, it
Super
did.
Hella fast. It feels like I was just at the fucking restaurant partying last year.
Yeah, yeah.
No, for real.
Even today when I was trying to figure out like what to wear, I saw the outfit that I wore last year, and I'm like, damn, it's already been a year since I wore that. Like you know, so little things like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy too, because fucking, you know how I've always came to it where like on every New Year's party or on New Year's Day, I would meet like a group of people, and you're hanging around like a new group of people, and you're like, man, I'm thankful to have met you this year, you know, to New Year's. Like every year I always find myself in a situation with like meeting a new group of friends and being like, hey, you know, we rocking this year. And it's crazy because I remember last New Year's I was like rocking with a whole different group of people, and then, you know, like we was rocking tough, and I remember being all like, man, like to this year being our first time meeting each other, and you know, we're like to this and that, and then this year I done fell off with all the motherfuckers. So it's just like, it just makes you think like, damn, how crazy, like everything that happens in a year, and it's just like the whole circles you're in every year, how like you just makes you think like, damn, just last year I was kicking it with these fools talking about I'm glad I have met y'all to New Year's, and then this year is like, damn, that was quick, like I don't even hang around with y'all no more, none of that, you feel me?
See, but that's a perfect example of why the Brujo needs to be outside, because the Brujo needs to be outside and start partying like that. Like the same way Ophelia will be out partying, meeting new people.
Definitely partying.
I definitely need to do that, because I do know a lot of people, but a lot of them live out of town. But okay, so
and you know, on another thing, it's just getting out of your comfort zone. You know, like I've thought about it. Like lately, what's been helping me, because of course people get anxiety, but like lately, what's been helping me is more like, bro, just do it, bro. Like just like who cares? Like don't even think about it. Because I used to be the type to be like, man, I don't want to go places. Like, what if I see someone I don't like and this and that? At the end of the day, they're probably going through the same thing. They're probably looking at you like, oh shit, I see somebody I know.
Yeah. True.
You know, so it's just like, even like last week, you know, one of my homegirls, you know, randomly hit me. She was just like, hey, you know, she was trying to cop some. And then she was just like, you know, can you come with me to this little party? And I was just like, you know, like, this is my homegirl. We're hella cool. We've hung out several times, but we weren't tied to her. I was just like, damn, you know, I don't know her people, none of that. And I was like, I don't know, you know, but she's like, come on, please come. And I was like, you know, what you gonna do? Be at home bored? And I was like, you know, and she was hella cute too. So I was just like, fuck it, man, let's do it, you know. So I went, and it was to her family, bro, and I had a blast, bro. I was like, it was open bar, all her boss, all her coworkers, they were there. I met cool ass people, you know. I met her boss. Her boss was like, hey man, I might have a job for you, like, you know, just off meeting these people, and had hella fun, bro. And then like I met hella cool ass people. I met some other cute ass females, like. You know, and this is all because I just got out of my comfort zone that night and said, fuck it, nigga, let me go rock with this, you know. And, you know, trust me, I did not want to go hang out, especially at Swiss Buddha. Yeah. People that know about Swiss Buddha, it's a ghetto ass bar. Yeah. And I always run into people I don't want to see at Swiss Buddha. So I was just like, man, do I want to go? And I said, you know what, bro, we getting old, bro. Like, fuck it, let's go. You know, when's the last time this little cute girl gonna be like, hey, you feel me? Like, come with me. Then, all right, let's go. And I had fun, you know, got to meet people. And I met a plug too, you know, that I'm about to hit up soon. Like, hey, bro, you got it for cheaper and it's some fire, like, you know, so. Yeah, man, just get out your comfort zone and, you know, get out there, man.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna grow if you ain't comfortable.
That's some good ass advice. That's some good ass advice.
It is, yeah. And going back to going out, when I recently left like the long relationship that I've had, the only relationship that I had, and I started going out, I want to go back to that version and tell whoever got me out of the house, whoever came to swoop me, to take me to Faces, to take me to the Merc, to show me all these things, and you know who you are. It's like, thank you for, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to go. I don't know what to wear. I feel fat. I feel ugly. Like, and then they're like, dude, just let's fucking go.
Just go.
Thank y'all. Like, because I would have never came out of that comfort zone. And now I got friends everywhere. Like, I could make friends. You could put me in any situation and I will make a friend or two or none and still have fun, you know? And this is coming from that shy little Kika. They're like, oh my God, I would hide behind my mom or my brother's like, I don't want to look at nobody. Yeah. Don't talk to me.
And looking at now on the podcast, just chopping it up.
That's funny. Yeah.
So shout out me. And shout out you.
Shout out Eddie guy. You know what's funny? We got to talk about that. That Kika in a whole other episode.
Because y'all would have never known.
Yeah. Not this episode because we're trying to keep it positive. Yeah. But that's also that seriously, that is a inspirational story. Yeah. Like, people need to hear that. No, seriously, like, people need to hear that.
Super fucking shy. But yeah, another one.
Yeah, another one. That's another quote.
Otro.
Oh, no. But yeah, that's true. That's true. So definitely the Brujo gonna be outside a lot more 2025. I mean, wait, no, wait. 2026. The Brujo gonna be outside 2026. So if y'all see me out there running the streets with no clothes on, just mind your business, man.
Oh my God.
Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you.
No. But if it's somebody that knows my nieces, it's all jokes, it's just made up. I'm just playing. That ain't really gonna happen. It's all gonna be blurred out. But you know, no. But okay. So next topic. So that's the one which one we just do?
We just did this one.
Okay. Okay. So. Okay. So next topic is what would you say was your biggest accomplishment in 2025, this year that we're ending? Who wants to go first?
You go first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, okay, so my biggest accomplishment was getting guests on the podcast. Because when I first started the podcast, a lot of people laughed at me, a lot of people would talk, you know, smack and stuff. And I even doubted myself, and I was like, damn, like should I really be doing this? But then people would hit me up, and they're like, hey, dude, I'm down to be on your podcast. You know, like I said, a lot of vendors, and then a lot of business owners, and then a lot of just people that we know, you know, and people that are like IG and TikTok famous. They would hit me up, and they're like, hey, dude, I want to be on your podcast. Just because they know that the podcast is literally just sitting here, you know, BSing, you know, talking about whatever. So they saw the vibe between me and my siblings right here. So they were like, damn, you know, hey, let me come through, whatever, you know, let me promote my whatever, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I saw, this year, I really saw how our podcast could help other people promote their own stuff, you know? That's one of my biggest accomplishments. Another big accomplishment was that I traveled a lot this year. And it also has to do with the podcast. Yeah. So it was directly related to the podcast. I had a lot of fun in a lot of new places, seen a lot of things, met a lot of new people, and seen a lot of things. You know? Okay. All right, who's next?
Me?
You.
I'll go. Okay, the biggest accomplishment that I feel like I had this year was I would be hella dark with it. Not killing myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
No. Cut this out. The biggest accomplishment that I had this year was not buying concert tickets.
What? You didn't buy any this year?
I didn't buy any concert tickets
What
this
the
year
hell?
at all. So shout
real?
out me. Yeah, I didn't.
But is that an accomplishment or is that a setback?
It is.
No, because you were going to every concert.
I was going to everything and under the sun. I was there, but I felt like I took a big hit on in the month of March, and I kind of had to prioritize other things. So I said, you know what? I don't need this. So setting boundaries, I had a good accomplishment with my finances per se. So shout out me. I think
that's
I did
good.
great.
No, that's good. Yeah, that is good. That is good because I'm pretty sure you spent that somewhere else more wisely.
Yes, for sure.
Right? So that's good. That's good. See, that's a good thing about me wearing this. I look like an accountant. I look like, I'm gonna go ahead and do your tax rate. Yes, that was a good decision.
That was a good decision.
I'm glad you avoided all those concerts. Okay, so Filiado.
Oh, the Ghetto Birds out.
I heard that.
We're used to it. My biggest accomplishment, I would say, is getting my daughter to live with me full time.
Hey.
You know, I was. That's something where I was just really like. When it happened, I was kind of like, oh shit! All right, we here now. Like it kind of happened, astonished. Like it happened to where, I wanted it to happen, but I didn't know it was gonna happen that soon. And it came to a point where I was just like. I can't say it got thrown at me, but it was just like, all right, nigga, like, it's here now, take care of it. And I was just like, all right, cool. Like, and I was nervous. I'm like, all right, am I going to be able to handle it? I'm like, yeah, because I've lived with my kid, before, but I was living with her mother, not just having my kid by myself, Yeah. And, surprisingly, like, it came to that point where I'm like, all right, I got her now, handle it. And so far it's been going good, it's of course, it's always going to be a struggle, especially, like when you're first starting out and you're trying to transition, like, all right, like, now I got her here 24/7 like back then. I mean, I've been through it before, because like when me and her mom fell off, she was kind of like, doing her thing, and then that's where I really got to bond more with my kid. But then now it's just like, all right, now she's here, she's a little older. Now I got to be on my toes, and I was nervous, but I handled it, and then, we here now, she's still with me to this day, and she's around, she's starting to see more of her family she ain't seen in a while. And, it's a good feeling. 'Cause it's just like, damn, like her family, like, that's how like this, like, nigga, that's my kid, bro. Because even her family's just like, no, bro, that's where she wants to be, So, it's that's my top. Everything else. I mean, I dropped my SAG atrás, all that. That's a good accomplishment. Like, it's one of my best works up to date.
Message.
Yeah, but my top is I got my kid full time now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's huge. Pause. But that's seriously. That's seriously.
That's hella funny. That was a good one. Yeah, man.
No, but for real, no, seriously, that's huge. I mean, again, pause again. So the next topic is, what was something that you didn't expect to happen this year, good and bad? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'm gonna just say it. So the good is I got into a relationship this year. So shout out me and Fernando.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out Fernando.
And then the bad is obviously, my daughter getting diagnosed with type 1 diabetes would be a super bad thing. But we are A-okay, that's what it's a long journey, but we're here and we're present and we're focused on it and we're A-okay. So that's a good and a bad relationship, and then that.
Yeah.
Me? So good is kind of retracts back to where the me getting my kid to live with me, because I was that I did not expect that. I was just like, oh shit, like happened out of nowhere. My baby mama was fighting with her fam, and then she's with me, and then left with me, and I was like, run it, But that was that was good though. I look at it as a good thing, but it was like. It was unexpected. Something bad that unexpected happened was I had to move out. Yeah, I was like, it got to a point where my roommate got I had gotten in the hole because I had a certain roommate that didn't come through, and I was me relying on him, messed it all up. I got an eviction, all that, and I was like, you know what, I don't want that on my name, so I was taking care of it. I was paying like $2,700 a month, handling it. You feel me? I got me, and now I had needed a roommate, so I got a roommate, was handling it, and then he lost his job. And they cut my hours a little bit, so I was like, man, okay, I can still do it. But I'm gonna be barely getting by, barely getting by. Shout out Lil Rob, but yeah. So I was like, I had to make a decision where I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like I just gotta leave this back, And you can kind of look at it as a good thing too. Yeah. But I just left, my old spot. I said, you know what? Just it's in the past. Charge it to the game. Take it to the chin with a grin, And I moved. I was staying at that spot for almost 7 years. Damn. So from having your own spot, having the transition to moving with other people, it was like it was just like out of nowhere, and I was just like, fuck it, but I gotta do what you gotta do, So. Yeah, that my whole living situation had changed, and that was out of nowhere. But everything happens for the better, Me, I think of everything optimistically, so I looked at it like, okay, well, look, now I'm living with my brothers. It actually got me out of my music hole, my music box. Like, I was doing music on my own. Excuse me, goddamn beatboxers. I think that's why they call it beatboxing, because you're drinking and you be like, but yeah, it got me. I was doing music, but not as like consistent. And then when I finally moved into the space, I'm living with 3 other artists. Mm-hmm. So they're seeing them work on their music. I've been like, damn, okay, I gotta get on it, and I got on it. And then me, the way I stepped it up, had these fools like, oh shit, Philly is going crazy. So now, like, even last night, we was all working together, like shooting shit. I shot a video last night. My boy that shot the video for me was like, bro, okay, all right. He went in the backyard, shot his own little footage, and like we're all working, and it's we're motivating each other to get it in. So it's for the, it was a sad, not a sad situation, but a bad situation turned, positive. So those are my in and outs, but it's whatever.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. Fuck, damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy ass year right there, man.
Yeah, I had a crazy one. Managed to stay single though the whole year.
Yeah,
I was bullshitting a little, saying, "Oh, my boo, this and that, this is my girl," but they were nothing was official. Nothing was like, you my baby, you my girlfriend," like none of that. So I was able to save some money.
Hell yeah. Man, that made me forget what I was about to say next.
Damn, my bad.
But damn. Okay, did you want to add anything to that?
No, that's it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, what about you?
So it's gonna be Eddie guy first. But no, real quick, I want to say, like I've always said this, man. But it's like when you let people stay in your spot, or when you have roommates like that, it always ends bad, man. Like 99% of the time, it ends bad. Yeah.
Not always. It's just. It's more like, because that was one of my closest friends, and then that ended up bad. But, with my other roommate, after that was cool. He was on his thing. It's just he lost his job, and, we had to take it as me and him are still cool. We didn't fall off. So it just depends on the person, in reality. Yeah. It doesn't always turn out bad, my boy that I was living with before I had to move, we both came to agreements. Hey, bro, when you can't pay your rent no more, I don't want to deal with this, so let's just leave at the same time. We both left, and then he's living in his own space now, and I'm living in my own. But that he's not the roommate that got me in the hole. So so me and this fool was still cool. But unfortunately, my prior roommate was the one that got me in the hole, and me and him are not really talking right now. So it just depends on the person, and the circumstances.
Yeah, no, I feel it, man. I got a similar story. I'm not gonna talk about it today because we're trying to stay positive vibes today. But I definitely feel it, man.
So what about you, Brujo?
Okay, so I would say definitely one thing I did not expect is the trips that I took this year. I did not expect them to go as good as they did.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Shout out our guests. Definitely, I just went out there to make an episode, and then it ended up turning into like a whole ass novela, you know what I mean?
And what'd you do? You got out your comfort zone, you know?
Yeah, I got out my comfort zone.
I bet you were nervous as hell at first.
Those episodes and those trips, like the episodes speak for themselves. They're cool. They got a lot of views. They got a lot of people, and also a lot of haters too. But the stuff that happened behind the scenes is like so crazy that my whole brain, it's been months and I'm still trying to like comprehend everything that happened, you know? So that's when you know it was off the hook. That's when you know it was off the hook. So I definitely, again, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to every single guest we had this year. They definitely helped us, helped our podcast. We love the support, love the love. If I had one message going into 2026 is love who loves you. So if somebody loves you, support them, help them, be there for them, love them because they love you. Don't go chasing people who ain't got time for you and who don't love you, you know?
Yeah.
Message. I would just say that is love whoever loves you. They made me feel at home. They made me not want to come home, you know? So if somebody, if somebody makes you feel at home so much to the point where you don't want to go to your actual home, that's home right there.
Yeah.
So definitely, you know, I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but definitely shout out to all of our guests that we had in 2025. And I'm already starting to get kind of emotional, but definitely 2025, I was not expecting everything to go as smooth as it did, especially just because of all the hate that we get, because of my business. People don't want to be associated with that. So when I show up in a whole different town and I get the love that I got, I just like, I was like, yeah, okay, like this right here, like my own hometown doesn't show me this love.
Yeah.
So that definitely went better than I thought. Something that went worse than I thought, I can't really think of worse right now. I'm just thinking of the positive, but definitely, you know, shout out to our guests that we had this year.
I can say what went wrong, just so we can kind of throw something in there. When you had a interview in LA, and the booking went wrong. We talked about it in one of the podcasts.
Oh yeah.
So I think that was that they like scammed you.
Scam you. Yeah.
So that's something bad.
Yeah. Okay. So that I never gave an update on here, so I ended up getting a refund. I did not leave them a bad review. I should go back and leave them a bad review because I feel like that was a fake post, and I feel like they'd be scamming people. So I'm gonna go back to Expedia and I'm gonna leave my review on there because I pulled up to the spot early, on time, before schedule, and I could not get a hold of nobody. But yeah, she's right. Yeah, I still 6 months later, I still feel like that was a scam.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a fake post. Because even the worker that worked there, she couldn't help me. But it turned out from getting scammed to like a whole ass experience.
Yeah.
It was like cool. You know, scam me again. Right?
Worth it.
Yeah,
at that
worth
point.
it. Yeah, it was worth it. That was a good one. Yeah. The next topic, this one here. So this next topic has to do with boxing. I don't know if you guys keep up too much on boxing. I really don't. However, this boxer, his father, he's from my day, right? Back in my day. So Amado Vargas, he's the son of Fernando Vargas. If you know, you know. If you're from the 90s and from the 80s, and Fernando Vargas, he's like my age. So back in my day, I used to watch Fernando Vargas. He's from SoCal. He was known back then. He was known as like the young fool, like crazy fool, just ready to throw hands.
Yeah.
So now he has sons. He has 3 sons. So one of his sons was gonna go up against Dean. So during the whole when they do the press conference, Dean was talking smack to Amado Vargas's mom, and he was calling her a torta. He was telling her, "Oh, go home and make some quesadillas." Blah blah. I don't know. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, what do you guys think about that?
That's out of pocket.
Really
You feel
out of
me?
pocket.
Like, that's how you know, like, if you come from a family with morals or not. Because our mamas taught us better, you know, like, we would never disrespect, like me, I would, when I was younger, I probably would have done some shit like that. But, like, as you, like, knowing what's right and what's wrong, bro, you don't disrespect somebody in front of their mama like that. And you don't disrespect their mama. Yeah. Like that, you know, like, I get it, it's competition and all that, bro, but it ain't, you're disrespecting his mom because of, because, you know, you're trying to get your head in the game, you're trying to look, you know, threatening and all that, but there's right ways to do it and there's wrong ways to do it, bro. Like, you know, you just don't do that, you feel me? And then, also it seemed a little racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, saying, "Oh, go make quesadillas and this and that." Like, bro, like, you know. But then if it was the other way around, if bro would have said something about the other race, it would have been it would have caused a whole little war, something, a race war you know, in the comments and all that, and it's just extra negativity that no one needs. And you know, coming from someone like me that you know, my neighborhood consists of blacks and Mexicans, you know, so it's just I grew up with blacks also, so. When I see things like that, it just makes me like, damn, you know, because it's like, you know, I there's people I call brothers that is, you know, from the other race, you know, so, and of course, I think every group has gone through this where you have with your friends and then y'all just start making fun of each other's races, bro, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's okay. I've done that with my black homies all the time. We mess around. They've said they call me Beaner, and we've all sat there and talk shit to each other. But, you know, that's between, you know, like, that's between your brothers. I don't put that out there. Any shit I say like that, I'll never say out to other people because it's just me playing with my brothers, you know, like my homies I grew up with type shit. But the way he did it, like, bro, you're making yourself look bad too. Now you got Raza all on your page, like, threatening you and this and that. And it's just like, bro, it's like, why? You know, it's like, you're sitting there disrespecting the whole race and you thinking it's funny, but I think he got the backlash, you feel me, and all that. And then he get beat.
Yeah, he lost.
He got beat. Yeah, you lost, fool. You feel me? So now you look dumb as hell. How's Rihanna say? You look so dumb right now.
And it's crazy because it's the sport of boxing. There's a lot of discipline. There's a lot of respect.
Yeah.
And you would think you would know better. Like, yes, you know, for entertainment purposes, they tell the opponents, like, yeah, go at each other. You know, don't. You could have said something about his father because wasn't he behind him or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, but you're gonna go way out here and then focus on a female.
Yeah.
Yes, it was his mom. It was whatever, but it was like it's at the end of the day, it's a female.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude. Like, you could have done way better. Like, that's the only thing you can say negative about him. You can look at him and pick something else.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was kind of pathetic.
Yeah. See, my view on that. Do you guys want to add anything else?
No.
So my view on that is like this, right? My first reaction was I got obviously upset, right? Because I'm Latino, and you know. Then I realized his mom. This is not her first rodeo.
Yeah.
She grew up with a husband who's a boxer. She knows not to get in it. She knows not to say anything when they're weighing in, because that's two men right there. You stand the F back, let the two men handle it, because that's his job. So I feel that it was kind of set up. Because again, if it was a new mom that never been around boxing, don't know the world, don't know the boxing world, don't know the sport, I could see a new mom getting into it, talking. But then his mom that's been, she been back since my day, been around a boxer and, had a husband who was a boxer and seen him, So I feel like it was kind of set up, but it was set up specifically for that reason to grow the hate, to grow the anger, to grow the attention, to go viral, to make the son, because people be talking about the sons, they're like, dude, y'all ain't really it. Your dad was it. Your dad was him. Y'all ain't him. Your dad was him. So I feel like it went viral purposely to make the sons, okay, get a little
viral
momentum.
Moment.
Yeah, a little viral moment, a little momentum.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if I used to box, so if it's my mom, this is her first time seeing her son boxing, blah blah. I expect that. But this is a lady who she was the wife of a boxer, and then now her kids are boxers. Mm-hmm. So it's like she knows, don't say anything, dude. He gonna F him up. He gonna do what he gotta do. So I feel like it was set up on that point of view. But then also, if I was a son and I'm a boxer and I'm talking about I'm a grown ass man, I'm ready to put hands on this fool, my opponent, and then my mom gets in it. If you saw the video, he's like, mom, shut up, mom, stay, because it's like, dude, you're hurting your son. Like you're seriously hurting your son. So it's like, so I feel that it was kind of set up, to a certain extent. Mm-hmm.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Your husband, his dad was a boxer back in the 90s, early 2000s, and you've been in these conferences before. You've been in front of these cameras before. she knows how to behave.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a point.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So when you say set up, do you think that like it was set up to where the other fool was in on it, or it was just the son and the mom? I feel like the both boxers were in on it, and they were like, "Hey, fool, hey." So when I say this, and you talk to him, see, they probably played the other fool though, because now he's getting all that backlash. For the racism. That's crazy. Yeah,
but see, like I said, me being around since back in the day, I remember Susie was telling me, because so back in the day, I was bald headed and I have bangs right here. Guess where I learned that from?
From Fernando Vargas.
From Fernando Vargas, which is his dad.
Yeah.
You know, Fernando Vargas Sr. So it's like, I seen this little box back in the day when I was in high school. So and all my homies did too. So his wife was there. It's been the same wife ever since.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's how Latinos are. We're the most faithful men on the planet. You know, so it's like, this motherfucker, you know, so his wife's been around since back then. So you gonna tell me when your son is there in the podium, you're gonna lose it? Nah. I get it, it's her son, but it's like, lady, you know he's getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? Is this kind of I'm still talking about them, but she's very, very vocal.
Yeah.
So I remember y'all remember I used to watch I Love Jenny.
Yeah.
So Jenny went to go see Fernando Vargas fight in Vegas, and there is a scene where it's the mom and it's the sons. They're in the hotel room and Jenny pulls up and she's like, "Oh, let's go to the strip club. Let's go look at the bitches. Let's go do this." And then she looks at Jenny. Mind you, Jenny is like the queen, and you know the wife is like, "Hey, can you watch your mouth? Like my kid's here." Yeah. And it's on there. And Jenny was like, "Girl, he's gonna grow up one of these days. He's gonna know what ass and titties are." So it's like she's very vocal, right? And it's if you guys seen I Love Jenny, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So you know the mom is she con coraje le dijo, "Hey, dude, watch your mouth. Like my kid's watching, or my kid can hear you."
But the kids were little, huh?
Yeah, the kids were little. Mm-hmm. So that gets she's vocal. She's vocal.
Yeah.
So yes, it sounds like it could have been scripted, but then remembering that, I'm like, you know what? She probably just is like that, like hard headed and like. But I don't remember her doing that or having that same energy with her husband.
When they went to go see the strippers, what episode and what season was that?
I don't know. I know he's like, I want to go see
for research purposes for Saca las Vidas.
And they didn't actually go see him. She was just mentioning it, you know.
So that 2026, I could do a full report on for.
I'm gonna look it up. But no, yeah. So I remember her being super vocal, and I was even like, "How you gonna talk to Jenny like that?"
Yeah,
you know. But you know, she can box too.
Jenny, I love Jenny. No, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Is again, you know, she the lady, the wife, the mom, you know, she's been in the boxing scene.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like she knows. Okay, they're getting paid to
talk ish
to each other. Yeah.
True
that. So again, my first reaction, I got upset. I was like, "What the F?" But then I was like, "Dude, this is Fernando Vargas' wife."
Yeah.
Fernando Vargas' wife. Like, people that are my age, we know. Okay, Fernando Vargas, he been that fool. You know, like I said, I had my whole hair done based on this fool.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he was in the ring talking to Oscar de la Hoya. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like. Okay, when I remembered all that, I was like, okay, yeah, it's set up. It's set up.
That's fair.
Yeah, but it was still crazy, though. It's still crazy. And it's definitely making a lot of people go, I feel like they purposely wanted to make it turn racial. Mm-hmm. But, okay, so next topic, let me see. So, anything else you guys want to say before we finish?
About that topic or in general?
Just in general. New Year.
Yeah, so, First Friday of January, Sad God 3.5 will be dropping, so be on the lookout for that. Esta Lady Teardrop got she got a what do you call it?
Cameo.
No. When you fucking listen to something exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah, she got to
sneak
her and my
preview.
Yeah, sneak preview. Her and my nieces and her boo thing. They got to listen to my songs yesterday. They came over surprisingly. I ain't think her ass was gonna come over. Yeah, they came over and then because I went over to their house first. They were doing barbecue. Oh, by the way, the food was bomb as fuck. I woke up like at 11 something, hungover as fuck. Like, oh shit, let me eat this real quick. But I was supposed to go over last night. I did go over, but they weren't there. They didn't tell me they were leaving. So I was like, you know what? People were calling me. I had errands to run. So I just went to go make a couple deliveries. By the time I got to the house, my boy Cinco was there with his girls. All the day, his girls... I mean, not to say race things, but she's white and she had all her white friends from out of town. So they're all like, "Hey, let's drink your Hennessy." So they asked me for a shot. I said, "Come on." We started taking shots, bro, and we started turning up. And then my sister texted me, "You still coming?" I felt bad. I was like, "Sis, I started drinking over here. I don't want to drive." But then I was like, "Pull up," and she pulled up. Pull-ups. Yeah, they pulled up. Her and then my nieces was there too. So I was like, you know what? They better get the exclusive preview, So they got to check out the project. project, and from what they were saying, they was feeling it. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, man, I'm excited. What y'all got going on for New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, I'm probably just gonna be at home working out, and I just want to shout out my arm right here because it's looking
that shit look crazy as fuck.
It's looking swole.
Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules. You can tell I've been jerking off a lot with this.
Oh my god,
that's a clip.
No, but you can tell I've been working out and jerking off, But like, the whole time we were recording, I watch your arm on the monitor. I'm like, oh shit.
He's all flexing.
The blue kind of swole.
I know his fucking shirt ripping.
I'm glad I wore this white shirt today. You can just go ahead and call me Arnold from now on. But
get to that chopper.
Yeah. But besides working out, jerking off, and partying, I'm gonna just chill at home probably for the New Year's. But in 2 weeks, we're gonna be in SoCal. We're gonna be in LA.
What about you?
What
about you, Lady Teardrop?
For New Year's, I'm probably gonna be in the house.
Yeah.
I think I have to work, so.
You work that night?
Yeah.
What? You gonna be with your boo thing?
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, that too. So I
might need to come drop Bella off or something.
So I have a lot of orders for New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to my clients that are getting the 2026 New Year candle and the 2026 the baño. I made some more herbs up today. So I do have that show, so I'm gonna be here drinking here at the house. So if y'all pull up for your order, I'm gonna be here taking care of that.
I will be outside giving orders too.
Yeah, see, Filial's always outside. That's why the brew needs to be outside a lot more.
So we might have a party at the house. So if y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all can we had a party we were supposed to have a party on Christmas, but we was all broke. So Christmas got us. But we had a party. We had a Friendsgiving party. I mean, a Friendsgivings party. We had a we had a Thanksgiving party. So at a spot we've been having cool little parties and shit. So supposedly my boy Cinco said we might have a party on New Year's Eve. So if it is, but I already know like I'm gonna get orders in, so I'll probably be driving around sober until I make it to my final destination.
Yeah,
that's what I usually do on last New Year's. Now that I think about it, I didn't drink until like 2:00 in the 2 a.m. Because I remember we were at the bar and then I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be driving, there's gonna be a lot of cops and I got on me, I cannot get pulled over and I cannot go to jail. Yeah. So I didn't drink until I got to my final destination, and that's where I blacked out. So yeah, we will be partying on New Year's Eve. I will be partying, but depending on where I end up at, you feel me? I know I'm gonna be making deliveries, so hopefully I just end up back at home and everybody's partying there. So pretty much.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Any last words for you?
Drive safely.
Yes.
Just drive safely. All this water, in Cali right now. If you plan on drinking, please Uber, Lyft. We want you here for the next year. So, not drinking and driving.
Yeah. Cheers to that. So to end this episode, we're gonna pretend that it's we're gonna pretend that it's New Year's Eve.
Heck yeah.
However, before we do that, I was gonna go back to one of the previous topics. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this in or if I'm gonna cut this out, but the Brujo has been actually thinking of what if I had a little mini fucking scorpion.
Yes! I knew you were gonna say it.
I mean, what?
A little baby.
What if, right? What if? Because my whole view on that has always been like, nope, never, not gonna happen.
I will cry right now.
But this year really made me think a lot about that, right? I had a lot of crazy things happen this year. So it made me really thought about that. It made me really think about that. It really brought everything into perspective. So if that were to happen in 2026, I like, honestly, I feel like I would welcome it, even though my whole life I been against it for myself, So I just wanted to be like, damn, this is the last episode of the year. I was like, let me mention that real quick,
I would cry right now.
Yeah, so it's like I was like, if I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, but I'm saying if it was to happen, I would be open to that. I was gonna bring it up earlier, but I didn't want to make everybody cry right here. I didn't want to cry.
Me.
Yeah, me too. I didn't want to get all
teardrop.
Yeah, I didn't want to get all teary-eyed earlier in the episode, especially like on topic number 1. But you know, if that was to happen in this year coming up, I would kind of be open to it. Like I said, I've kind of had a lot of scary situations this year that kind of made me really think about it, and kind of really made me be like, damn, like, do you accept it though? Like, would you accept it? And I'm just like, you know what? I probably would. You know, I probably would.
It's a life-changing experience. Like me, I don't have my own actual blood, but you know, it's like having a kid gets you in the head straight. And like my kid, I raised her since she was 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it changes your whole perspective. Like once you gain a loving for that kid, and he's just like, all right, like once you put that kid first, it kind of puts you in a better position to where you're just like, all right, I'm just trying to be a better person than you know the previous people that. You know, like the previous generation type shit, you know? And then, it's like me, I've always told myself I want to have kids before I turn 40.
Yeah.
And if I don't happen, then whatever, you feel me? But I do want to experience holding a child and, you know, when they're coming out of the birth and all that shit, you feel me? So, hey, if you do, that's what's up. I get to be a Theo again. Hey.
Yeah, because you know what's crazy?
Hey, just make sure she ain't a crazy one, the baby mama, because you gotta. They can either make your life hell or they can make it better.
Yeah, that's all I know is crazy ones. No, but for those of you that know what I do, my products have helped a lot of ladies conceive that their whole life they couldn't conceive, and then they kind of just gave up. You know, even ladies that had certain stuff taken out of their bodies and stuff like that, they were like, hey, you know, I pretty much given up on that. And then my products and my help helped them find new hope, right? I'm not going to go into it in this episode because, like I said, I don't want to make all 3 of us cry right now. But me,
I'm not gonna cry.
like say for example, right? Me blessing, like say this is a candle, even though it's a beatbox, but like say this is a candle. Me blessing that candle, and then I go, you know, hang out with somebody. That energy is on me because I just blessed this candle, right? Like I just blessed this candle right here, right?
Yeah.
So I bless this. Then the energy's still on me until I do Olympia. So then I go, you know, hang out with somebody. So whatever I help my client with, that could end up happening to me, you know? And a lot of people don't realize that. I realize that. I know what the dangers are and stuff. But it's like, so this year specifically, I never really thought about it, but this year really made me think about it a lot. Because like I said, I had a lot of different scary situations this year. We're not gonna get into that. So it really made me think about that.
Yeah.
You know, like my whole life, I was just always like, no, that ain't for me. Like, but
and this is big because, you know, he literally, I feel like he raised all of us. So he had the experience of, I feel like he was raw from his childhood because he was in parent mode, and with not being his parents. So he was very adamant on like, I'm not gonna have kids. I'm not gonna have kids. I'm not gonna have kids. So for this is huge for him to even consider to accept it. It's like, dude, what the hell, you know?
No, yeah, that's true. Cause you know, I never really felt like a child. Cause like I said, I've always been hella tall. People see me, they don't think of a kid, they don't think of a child, they just think of an adult. Okay, you're this tall, okay, then you could take care of this, right?
Yeah.
So that was always my life. This year just made me really be like, yeah, okay, you got to ask yourself, would you keep that, or would you want that, or would you, stick around for that situation if it was to happen? And like I said, a lot of the things that happened this year, a lot of the blessings that happened this year, made me really like stop and think about that question to myself. And I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe I would stick around for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You better shit. I make sure I be like, fool, you better go watch your kid.
No, and not even at that point. Just being, accepting it.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope.
Hell yeah.
I love being a Theo.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like one last thing that I wanted to say I'm thankful for in 2025.
Heck yeah. And that's so huge.
Yeah.
So.
My mama go see this and be like, yes.
Hell yeah. And I have not experienced being, not even that, because I have Bella, right? So, and I love Bella. And it's like I feel like if Danny were to have a baby, I feel like it's going to be a boy. So I want a boy. I have 2 little girls, and Bella's a girl, so it's like, I even want another baby, but if it happens, it happens, if not. But if coming from my brothers, I'm just like, please have a baby,
little boy.
Yeah, cause you see, like the thing about like what I do, if I was to pass this gift on, it would have to be a boy.
Yeah.
So I would have to have a son. So I feel like this specific year, 2025, it really tested me. Also, 2024, I had a few scary situations in 2024 also that really made me think about, like, are you ready for that? Or, like, are you willing to pass that on? Because, like I said, it would have to be a boy to pass on whatever I have, right? So, because of that, because, my first thought was, like, I'm going to just pass it on to my nieces. But it has to be passed on from man to man.
Yeah.
From dad to son, father to son, or grandpa to son, or So I was like, oh damn! Like I would pass it on to my brother, but he's already too old.
Yeah.
I feel like I was doing.
He's like, darn it.
Yeah.
My beliefs are all fucked up.
Yeah. So plus he's a Gemini.
Yeah.
So no. But yeah, so it's like like I said, 2024 and 2025 really made me like have to stop and think about that, which is normally not me because normally I'm just like. Smash and dash, but like TMI, that's it. No, I mean normally I'm just like, all right, thank you, I'm out. But these 2 years really made me think about that. So I wanted to mention that before the year ends. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna leave this part in, but I wanted to mention it.
Leave it in there.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention it just in case, because maybe one day a little person might want to hear my thoughts.
So yeah, man. So be on the lookout for little scorpion terrorists running around.
Yeah.
And learning the brujeria too.
Yeah, my name is Twins. But
Hey, since we're on the topic, not to change the subject, but since we're on the topic about doing shit for like this year unexpectedly. Also, I did a very like random shit last night. It was a little thing, but it was just like my boy was even like, what the fuck? So you guys know about this?
you forgot to pull out.
No. So lately I've also been this thing like this year. I've been like, you know what, like I've been thinking about like grudges I've been holding with people, and I've been like, bro, like some of this shit is old. Like it's just some shit like with people I fell off with years ago is like irrelevant. So last night we was talking about one of my homies that we went to school with, my nigga MC, and we was talking about, like a lot of people that know me when I first started, I started rapping out with some rapper named Papa J. So randomly last night, you feel me, we were talking about it, me and my boy Payday, and I was like, bro, how crazy we like I was like, bro, I don't even remember, like I remember kind of what we fell off with, but it was back in high school shit, you feel me? Yeah. So I randomly was like, bro, I'm grown as fuck, I ain't got like I can just add him real quick, just for the hell of it. Payday's like, dude, I'm like, whatever, I added him, you feel me? And then I was sleeping all day today, you feel me? But when I woke up, I had a missed call from this fool, and this fool had messaged me. He was like, hey, bro. He's like, call me. I'm out here in Mexico, this and that. He followed me back and all that shit. And it was just, it's not like, I didn't reach out to be like, oh, nigga, let's be homies again. Like, nah. It's just, it got to the point where I'm like, bro, like, that's where I started with music with, you feel me? And I was just like, it's just the grudge that's out there that doesn't really affect me. It doesn't affect me either if he's in my life or not. Yeah. But it's something that's always lingered out there. And I actually was going to reach out like a couple years ago. Yeah. But I've had people from my group that rocked hard for me to where they cut people off because I cut them off. Damn. So when I mentioned it, I was like, hey, you know what if I reach out? I had certain people being like, nah, fool, because y'all homies now, but we cut them off too. Now how we gonna look? Yeah. So I was just like, all right, you feel me? Like I feel it. But then I was just like, then I fell off with those fools. So then I was just like, bro, like we're all getting old, bro. You feel me? And it's like I'm getting to the point where I'm like, bro, like why hold grudges? So yeah, I followed bro just on some on some foo shit. You feel me? And it's crazy. This fool called me and was like, hey, bro, I'm in Mexico. I guess he lives in Mexico now. Then he's like, I'm in Mexico, and one thing is because he does a lot of positive shit. Like he's in Mexico right now fighting for like immigrant rights and shit like that. So like, bro, like how could you hate on somebody like that that's doing something positively for your people real. Too? Yeah. So I was seeing all that. I was just like, bro, like it's nothing to follow somebody and be like, hey, bro, good thing you see, you're doing cool. It's old, you feel me? Like it's past that, you feel me? But I had to swallow a lot. No homo. I had to swallow my pause. I had to swallow my pride tough, you feel me? Because like I am very prideful, and I usually be like, bro, I don't need it. But that is where I started musically, So I just felt like it was just something I wanted to do. And then he reciprocated. He was like, hey, bro, call me. I ain't got no reception out here in Mexico. I probably won't call him, but I probably message him back like, what's up, fool? I hope everything's cool. You feel me? No hard feelings. It's as old, you know. But you know, it's like it's those times, you feel me. So when you're bringing that, you know, you realize some shit this year. Yeah, you know, like I was on that same shit. And this literally was last night, and then just this morning when I had those missed calls and all that shit, and I was just like, damn, it's crazy just how one little follow, bro, could do, and just, you know, like have people like, oh shit, you feel me, and like bring some shit back up, you know. But it's just something I've never done. So I felt like I got out of my comfort zone doing that too,
That's
you know.
what's
So we all trying to grow, you feel me?
Yeah.
From being fathers to, you know, squashing old grudges type shit.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Proud of you guys.
You wonder why they call me Big Papa. no, but that's true, man. That's true. Shout out him. Shout out Papa
Jorge,
J.
I don't think he goes by Papa J. He was going by J. Cruz,
okay.
and then now he just goes by Jorge de la Cruz because he does that like activist shit.
Oh yeah,
but shout out that fool. Well,
Shout
bitch
out
ass
you.
nigga. No, he knows I'm playing. Nah, he knows I'm playing.
Shout out Jorge de la Cruz, but not Ernesto de la Cruz.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, have you ever seen Book of Life, or which one was it?
No.
Coco.
Oh, that was the one fool.
Ernesto de la Cruz.
Of Halloween.
He said book of life.
Yeah, it's people be like, y'all look the same. Oh man, they say we all look the same.
Wait, don't finish it because we're about to cheers.
Yeah.
We're about to do a countdown.
Yeah.
we're doing the
So
countdown.
this being the New Year episode,
Yes.
we're gonna pretend that it's New Year's, just like we did last year. We did this last year too. So we're gonna do the countdown, starting for 10. Starting
Yes.
for 10.
Get your
And then
stuff
we're gonna
ready.
start making our noises, and then you know, when it's actually New Year's, all three of us are gonna light one of these, the New Year candle.
Okay.
So you guys ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna say bye to 2025.
Bye.
It's just like when Ruben Studdard said sorry for 2004. We're saying goodbye to 2005.
Yes.
Hey, I should make a song about that. All right, you guys ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh shit! Happy New Year! Start that shit.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Salud.